Hello, happy Monday. Back again for another marathon training low heart rate update hangout session. I do this every Monday. I get on about 10:15-ish, whatever my schedule looks like on that Monday. Usually it's about 10 o'clock. A little bit late today just because I'm getting some stuff going, but I'm learning as I go here, having fun. And today we're going to recap how my low heart rate has been going last week and today. So let's get to it. All right, there we go. Learning how to get that bumper in here during the live stream. It's going to be smooth eventually. So, okay. So, if you do not know, I'm training to qualify for the Boston Marathon. That is one of my bucket list goals. And I'm doing it in a heart rate training style is what I'm doing. Because I got a training plan from Coach David Levine, the head coach of the LA Roadrunners, who's actually a friend of mine also. And he put a plan together, and I'm going to, right now the plan is under the Long Beach Marathon, which I am going to be doing in October, the end of October. That's going to be like my prelim to my LA Marathon Boston qualifying attempt. So I'm hoping to get a sub 4 at the Long Beach Marathon. But since I was injured, I had 6 weeks off, and now I'm way behind in my training. So I'm just going to do the best I can with it. If you're watching, I appreciate it. If you're watching in the replay, I appreciate it also. This channel is slowly growing. The community is getting a little bit bigger, and I appreciate that. I'm putting out stuff as much as I can. With a busy lifestyle, if you do not, I own a nonprofit called Run for Grace. My wife and I run that. We basically raise money through running events. I love running so much, and I love giving back, so we combine the two. And I also own a social media management company, which I am now getting off the ground. So that's keeping me busy also. So with fundraising, being an entrepreneur, family man, father, and also a father to my furry homeboy Karma, life's pretty busy. So putting out content when I can. But if you're here, I appreciate it. And being supportive means a lot to me. I love the community here on YouTube. So let's dive into my stuff here. Let me share the screen. So we're going to actually start with last week. So let's see, we got Jeremy Allen. Before that, we got Jeremy Allen here. Thank you so much, Jeremy, for showing up. I appreciate it. He's doing great stuff over on his channel. I love his editing style. He and I have like pretty much the same style of editing with the quick cuts, showing your house, behind the scenes stuff. So head on over to Jeremy, follow his journey. He's doing some cool stuff over there. Jeremy, I like how you changed your profile image. Very, very sleek, very classy. I love it. So head on over, follow him. We got Louis over here. He's a big supporter of mine. Hello, Louis. Louis. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your name, but you're a supporter, and I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. I'm glad that you can make it in, you guys. So let's head on over to these analytics here. See, I'm not a big numbers person myself, but a lot of people find it very fascinating. So I thought it'd be fun to just share my numbers and kind of maybe help you on your journey. Let me see if I can get it over here smoothly. Share the screen. Let me find this one here. Chrome tab. There we go. Okay. So I think I saw something over here. Jeremy says, thanks. Big changes coming here. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing them. Keep doing it, man. Okay. So we're here in my Garmin Connect here. I use Garmin. I use Garmin and Strava, but I've noticed that Garmin has a little bit, has more details in the training. So that's why I use that mostly. I didn't get over here. Geez, Garmin. Okay, so let's start with last week. I think it was Monday. I think it was a Monday. You see, yeah, that was a Monday. Okay. Oh, actually, I got to show you my training plan. So then I could kind of show you what I'm doing here. So so I started back in week 21, and Monday was a critical day, which was 5 minutes easy, threshold pace, half marathon race pace. I think I covered all of this last week. So if you want to check that out, go to the live stream. You'll see all the details over there. So Tuesday I had off. And then Wednesday was what they call a critical day. That's speed work, basically. I did 15 minutes easy, 3 times threshold pace, and then in between each 4 minutes is 2 minutes of half marathon race pace, followed by 5 minutes of threshold and 10 minutes of easy. So let's head on over and see how that went. Make sure, let's see. Head on over here. So that was on, let's see, threshold day. This one? I think, yeah, there it goes, critical. So I completed it. It took me 48 minutes, 3.59 miles. See, those are the kind of things where doing these training plans drives me absolutely bonkers. Is I am a stickler for like the even numbers. Do you guys do that also? Do you like your mileage to go like 4.00 or 3.00? I love, I don't know, I like getting to an even number. So when I have to be, when I end an odd number, drives me nuts. But I gotta get over that. Okay, there's no elevation on the course that I'm in. My pace, actually, let's go into the heart rate. I'm gonna go into this, go deeper. Okay, so I gotta coincide this. Okay, so I why didn't share with you this? Let me share my what am I doing here? Okay, I got 2 screens going on here. Oh dear. Okay. Let me show you what my, let's see, what does Louis say here? Louis, GPS watches are good tools to have, but 1 hour or 2 hour training runs will always be that. For people who are just starting, don't worry about data. Very true. That's good advice. I wish I would have done that when I first started. I was so wrapped up in the numbers that it drove me absolutely bonkers. I was like always competing against myself. So let me show you this other screen, because I want to show you what actually my training plan is. So let me get rid of this. Boom. I think I can only share one screen at a time. Think. Let's try again. Okay. Share screen and Chrome tab. No, that's not it. Video, entire screen from this new window. I'm going to figure this out eventually, folks. It's a Chrome tab. Why is it not up? Oh my gosh, this is going not so very smooth. I'm learning as I go here. There we go. Okay. Here's my training plan. All right, so Wednesday is critical day. I did do 15 minutes easy, 3 times threshold pace, half marathon race pace. I told you about all that. Threshold, 5 minutes, 10 minutes easy. Now I'm gonna get back into the Garmin. Share, get out of this. Share screen again. Man, this is going smooth, isn't it? Yeah, Louis, yeah, the foot is doing very well. I didn't actually feel any pain today, which is good. No pain at all. So I think it's going well. So I think the toe is fully healed, folks. So that's a good thing. Thank you for asking, Louis. I appreciate that. Share. Okay, I'm going to find a way to do this much smoother so you guys don't have to deal with all this. Okay, Garmin, here we go. Okay, so this was that low heart rate. So I did 10 minutes of the easy. And as you see, my heart rate was, okay, yeah, is that 10 minutes? Yep. And then that's when I did my, you see, that's when I did my thresholds. Because let me see. Yeah, I had to do 15 minutes easy and then 3 times threshold pace. You'll see the numbers go up. This was a 15 minutes easy. And then there I go to threshold. I did 4 minutes of threshold. That's my heart rate zones. And let's see, threshold was 157 and 167. And it looks like it took me, see, started here, 15 minutes. It took me, dang, 2 minutes to get into my threshold zone. I got to work on that. Then I went down to half marathon race pace, which is 139 to 148. And it took me some time also to get to that. Dang, that took me almost about a minute or about 30 seconds. Yeah, it took me about 30 seconds to get into that. Then went into threshold again, down to half marathon race pace, up to threshold, and down up to threshold again. And then I finished off with, let's see, what did it say? 10 minutes easy. And as you said, it took me some 37:51 to, so it took me almost 3 minutes to get down into my easy pace, which is 110 to 120. And that's always a challenge after I'm going for doing my threshold. It takes me a long time to get into that. So that's that. Thank you, Louis. I appreciate that. Always appreciate the support. Okay, so what was my next day? Let me get out of this and show you my next day. Thank you for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. I'm sorry this isn't as smooth as I would like it to go, but I am learning as I go here. I'm hoping it brings some kind of value to you. Let's see. Here. You all gotta move this. Stop screen. Share. And now we're going to go into my training. So the next one is, so the next one was Thursday at 40 minutes easy. So let's see if I was able to stay within the 40 minutes easy. I think I was. Actually, what I did was I got out of, I couldn't do 40 minutes easy. I did 60 minutes because I wanted to go a little longer. And I think I ended my run. The 40 minutes came like before I got to my house. So I just kept on going. Let's see, share screen. So we're going to go out of this. And we're going to see, okay, so 40 minutes easy. Where's that at? There we go, 40 minutes easy. And as I said, I did 60 minutes. And let's see, how's my pace? It is my pace. Is overall 7:48, as you see. That's my easy pace, folks. 7:48 overall pace. And it looks like I'm all over the place. Well, yeah, I'm all over. But let's look at my heart rate. Did I stay with my heart rate? See, my average was 117. That's good. And yeah, there's look. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that consistent or not consistent? I'm within the zone. Went up a little bit there, too much. Right there. Oh, had to get back down. So yeah, but I did 60. I actually enjoy my 60-minute workouts because they're relaxing to me. Let's see, what is Louis says, have you ever analyzed your breathing on your videos? That's why I stopped listening to music, work on that for some months. Not really, Louis. But I know I'm supposed to have a conversational pace during all these, but I put in my podcast or my music, and I just like to kind of zone out in that. But I know, yeah, breathing is a big part of it. And not being hard at all. I mean, it feels pretty easy during my easy runs. And that's what Coach Davis says. You have to be able to have a conversation like you are now. And I think that's where a lot of mistakes are made with people. They start off way too fast. And like I did when I was just trying to race everybody. And I think it really held me back. And I wish I would have known this stuff when I first started. Don't you guys? I mean, did you guys start off slow also? So let's get to the next. Stop sharing screen here. Let's see. Where am I at here? Garmin. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's see how my anything else on this. Yeah, so I did average 120. I did, yeah, almost over 3 miles. Average heart rate was 117. So I'll take it. That's good. And then the next day, so if you don't know, we actually have a running club. We have a nonprofit called Run for Grace. I've always met, you could go in any of the descriptions of my page. It's like I mentioned earlier, it's a nonprofit my wife and I that we run, no pun intended. And we give back to those in need. But we also have a running club attached to that. We meet every Friday nights. We're here in Southern California in Lancaster. We meet at 7:30. We do easy 3 miles, and we call it the Riot meetup. Running is our therapy because we want to have a way for people to vent in a very healthy way. So we meet every Friday night. And so that's what I did on Friday. So I was supposed to have a Friday off. So, but I did that. And I actually wanted to kind of I was tired of going slow. So I wanted to put some speed into it. So the first half of it, see right there. The first half I kind of ran with someone that was working, that was with us, a guest. I wanted to hang out with him for a little bit. But then at the end, I wanted to speed it up. So you'll see my paces here. I'm going to show my pace on this one. So the first half of it, I did something like a 14-minute pace, as you see. Just hanging out, having fun. And then start going faster. See, but the mile and a half, about the mile and a half, I turned it up to, I did like between 8:45 and 9:15, the remainder of the way. All right, we got down to, how fast did we get there? 1:30, 8:14 at some points. So it just feels good to get some speed out there. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I just like to get the blood moving. I want to get my legs going. It's like low heart rate's cool and all that, but man, I like to get some speed underneath me. So what does Louis have to say? When I started, I always went the same pace. 2019, more injuries. And in 2020, you know what happened. So since no race, I slowed a lot on my runs, but my mileage has been steadily increasing. Really? That's good to know. So what is your pace now, Louis? Luis, I need to know how to pronounce your name. I think you mentioned this before. So I guess the overall theme is just keep at it, and eventually you're going to get faster. So let me start. Always went the same pace, more injuries. 2020, and you slowed a lot of your runs, so you went slower and you end up getting faster. That's interesting. I think that's helpful to a lot of people. Lewis, okay, Lewis, thank you, Lewis. Appreciate that. Thank you for clarifying. So let me get into my pace here again. Here we are. So yeah, so that workout was great. So here's what happened. What happened was, so Saturday I was supposed to do a 40-minute long run. No, I was supposed to do 8 miles. And I was really, we had some things to do. If you did not know, I'm an LA Marathon ambassador also. So we actually had some meetings I had to go to later that day. And I kept on like pushing it off. And my wife's like, are you going to be able to get out for 8 miles? And I kept thinking, oh yeah, I could do 8 miles in like an hour and a half. I forgot that I had to do my 8 miles in low heart rate, which, as you saw earlier, is like between 17 and 18 miles per hour or per minute or per mile. So I went out way too late, and I ended up only getting 4 miles in. So I didn't get the full 8 miles in that I wanted. Let's see how my heart rate was. As you see, I started off, way too hot. Got it under control. I was able to up and down. Like I said, I started way too late. It was hot. But what was my average? See what my average heart rate was. It was 116. So I was able to stay within the heart rate, 110 to 120. And my pace overall was 18:43. So yeah, I misjudged that. Learn that for next time. Will not do that again. Now I have to at least get up at least 2 hours early to get any kind of low heart rate training in for a long run, at least 2 to 3 hours. So, yep. Okay. So and then yesterday, let me share what's yesterday. I had to do 15 minutes easy and 20 minutes marathon race pace. Let me go into that. How did it go yesterday? So there we go. That went very well. Less than 3 miles, 14 minutes average pace. My marathon race pace, so is like 11:53 right now. At this point, within this heart rate zone, between 11 and 13. So that's definitely not Boston qualifying pace yet, but I'm going to get there eventually. What is Lewis says? Lewis, he said exactly. Run slow and more mileage to run faster. Okay, run slow, more mileage and shorter distances. Started a mile time of 6:50. Wow. And now your best mile is 5:20? No way. That's incredible. Jeez. That's amazing. 5:20. Geez, that's like a dang near almost an elite status, Lewis. That's good to know. I'm really glad. So how many times a week do you do speed work? You do any speed work? I'm sure you do a few, right? Waiting for your response. Yeah, I'd like to hear about that. So I do, like you see, I do speed work like 2 to 3 times a week. I'm hoping to get down to like at least what you're thinking, 6:50. I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with 7. So, okay, what do we have on tap for next week? Today I did my workout, went well. Let me get out of here. Today I did my critical day. I did my low heart rate, or not. This was a speed work day, and it was. Let me look into my thing here. It was. Yeah, I had to do 10 minutes easy, 5-minute threshold, 5-minute half marathon pace, and then 5 minutes threshold, and then 5 minutes easy. So I accomplished that. My overall was, so my average heart rate was 137. What was my fastest pace? If it shows it here. Best pace, 7:19. So look at that. I got a little bit of speed in me, Lewis. Not quite to your level yet, but I'm getting there. Average pace is 11:39. So yeah, this workout is short, but it felt good. Let's see. There it is. Okay, so what's my workouts for this week? Let me share that for you guys. Move. Man, I'm becoming a real sharing expert here, folks. There. Well, okay. Here's my workouts. Okay, so this week I'm going to be doing, so tomorrow's my day off. I did this today. Tomorrow I got to do, so yeah, tomorrow's my day off. Tomorrow is, and then Wednesday is 10 minutes easy, 3 times interval race pace. And I believe intervals, well, that's really fast. Oh, no. Yeah, that's 167 to 176 is my heart rate on that. So I'm going to be moving on that. I'm hoping to get like the 7-minute mile there. Then I follow those. Each in between is 3 minutes half marathon race pace, followed by 10-minute threshold pace, which is put into my graph numbers here, 157 to 167, and then finish it off with 5 minutes easy. Thursday is 40 minutes easy, just like last week. Yeah, 40 minutes easy. Friday is my day off, but I do my club run on that day. So I do 3 minutes in the evening, 3 miles in the evening. And then next Saturday, I'm actually going to a LA Marathon open house, which is happening in LA. If anybody's in the LA area, they want to go to an open house and check out how the warehouse is and how that all works, contact me and I'll give you the details on that. But I got to do 9 miles before that. So that means 20 minutes per mile. I have to get up. I got to start at least 2.5 hours early. So no more lollygagging like I was last week. So what does Louis say? I already said that one. Okay, Lewis, he says only once a month. You only do one speed work once a month? There's a 5K race here in Tijuana, and that's where I go fast as I can. My best 5K is 19:30. Dang. So you hear that, folks? Lewis here does 0 speed work except when he like once a month. And he's able to get that fast. I wonder what the science is behind. I thought you always had to have some kind of speed work in there. That's wild. So so you started this back in 2019. It's been 2020 you started this. Right? Wow. That's cool, Lewis. Amazing. You're like an elite athlete over here. Thank you for sharing about that. That's inspiring. So yeah, that's it. So I think that's pretty much my updates for my low heart rate training. What else do I have going on? Yeah, we have a fundraiser going on. If anybody would like, I'm doing 48 miles at the end of the month. On August 26th through the 28th, I'm going to be doing the 4x4x48 challenge. I'm doing it all for charity. I'm doing it for a place called Children's Center here in the Antelope Valley where I live. If you did not know, I went through trauma as a child. I went through domestic violence, all that stuff. So I'm raising money for this organization that helps children that's going through that. So very close to my heart. I'm going to be doing 4 miles every 4 hours from a different business here in the Antelope Valley. We are raising money. I think we're currently at like $900 we've raised so far. And we want to get to 1,000. So either comment on this video or go to my description. I'll have links in there when I finish this up. But yeah, it's all for a good cause. If you did not know me, that's the core of my running is to help those in need. I just absolutely love it. I figure if you're gonna, you might as well do something you love to help others. And that's how we do that. We are also building a team for the Santa Monica Classic on September 9th. It's going to be for an organization called Strides in Recovery. Strides in Recovery. They are an organization that help people going through drug or alcohol addiction, and they build running teams out of them. They teach them how to run and kind of help them find another way to get through addiction by running. So we're going to be doing that in September. A lot of fundraising stuff. If you have any questions, come ask me. If you want to be part of the team virtually or here in person, we'd appreciate it. What did Louis say? Asking and hearing from others helps a lot. Thanks for sharing your plans and demands. I'm here to learn. Even well, I appreciate it, Louis. I'm here to learn also from everybody here in the community. I mean, I don't know everything. I'm far from it. I'm a beginner myself. I'm still learning as I go. And I just want to be able to teach people what I can through my journey. I think that's all how we can all grow together. I think that's a great way of building community. So yeah, what else is going on? Every Friday on my Instagram, I share the story of another runner. I go live at 6 p.m. and we talk about an hour. And I want to, the point of that show is for you to inspire others in your journey, either for them to inspire theirs or to get them to start. And I try to find an inspiring runner or person to talk to. I think everybody has a story. I love hearing stories. So if you feel or you'd like to do that, if you have an Instagram account, you'd like to do that, or if you know somebody that you think would make a good candidate, please let me know. I have the links in the descriptions, or go to my Instagram. It's on the page here, Running for My Best Life, and we can set that up. So I think that's all that's going on now. I love doing these lives. I'm having a lot of fun connecting with the community. Thank you, Louis, for being here. Thank you, Jeremy, for being here, and anybody else that is watching that has not commented or watches afterwards. I appreciate it. I have a couple video ideas that's going to be coming out soon. I might get one out this week or two. Not quite sure. Sometimes I just roll with it. I just have fun and go with it. But yeah, so that's it. I am Anthony, reminding you to keep running for your best life. I will see you next Monday at 10:15 Pacific time. All right. See you then. Bye.